Now look at the last phrase of verse 5 here. Slaying the children in the valleys under the cliffs of the rocks. Life is precious, but to many in this world, life is cheap. As long as I get to do what I want to do, then it does not matter who gets hurt or killed in the end. My body, my choice. And because Planned Parenthood has done such a good job of propagandizing abortion, men and women believe that there is only a clump of cells in their bodies. When that baby was conceived, is actually a separate body from the body of the mother. Therefore, my body, my choice is not a valid statement. But life is cheap. There is little regard or consideration for life. I saw a news video the other day. I don't know what city it was in. It was some city in America. Somewhere down south, I believe. But a man got out of his SUV, parked next to some sort of like neighborhood market store, grocery store type thing. He parked, got out. You see, because it was a security camera watching the whole thing. A guy suddenly comes up behind him, puts a bullet in his head. He falls down dead. He then goes through his pockets and heads back off the same way he came. Now, that was bad enough, but there was a man sitting on the sidewalk and saw the whole thing happen. Didn't call out to the man to say, watch out, he's got a gun. And when he saw it, he got up, and you see him walking towards the camera, and he looks down at the body, shakes his head, and keeps on walking. Then comes two more people from around behind the building. They see the body. There was no sound. I never turned the sound up, so I don't know. There may have been sound, but I never know what people are going to say. But three of them, two men and one woman, they walk up, they see the body, they look back and forth, finished emptying his pockets, and headed back the way they came again. Life is cheap. How sad for this to happen. And that can happen even here, as it could happen anywhere else. It's not just the cities. Life is cheap. We need to pray. We need to pray. Human sacrifice was practiced in the nations around Israel. And when the kings of Israel and Judah were wicked, they also practiced human sacrifice. And nations all over this world at one time or another have had human sacrifice as a center of their pagan worship. There's no... It's been pretty much it's a universal thing that has happened. There wasn't one noble tribe that never did it or something. All the nations have done it. Life is cheap to the world. But praise God, life is precious to Jesus Christ.